Welcome back in. Well, the Fed did an emergency rate cut Sunday to help prop up the economy due to the coronavirus downturn. So what does that mean, though, when it comes to maybe you refinancing your home? Stewart Welch from the Welch Group joins us via FaceTime this morning. Good morning. Good to have you here, Stewart. You doing okay?
Doing great. Hey, first of all, I want to thank you as the mayor of City Mountain Brook. I want to thank you for all you guys are doing to get out great information about the coronavirus. And I'm here at home, sheltered in place. I hope everybody will do the same.
Well, we appreciate all the work from city leaders as well, making sure your residents are safe. All right, let's talk about the Fed now cutting this rate to zero. Just talk about this impact, first of all, on the economy. How do you think this will have some short-term effect and maybe even long-term effect?
Well, I think, first of all, there's increasing money supply. They're going to lower interest rates across the board. So it affects people that are making payments on credit cards, and it has obviously affected mortgage rates, which is the topic today. So I think it's chaos often creates opportunity, and one of the opportunities here is an opportunity to potentially refinance your mortgage. So I checked the rates, and the rates are up a little bit this morning, but on a 15-year, you can get about a 2.8%. And a 30-year about a point higher than that, 3.8%. So I think, Mike, my recommendation there is that you look at your current mortgage rate, and if you're at least 1% higher, you ought to consider, at least do the math, of whether you should take an opportunity to refinance.
Okay. And I would think, though, it also depends on how soon you think you're going to be out of the dwelling that you're in, right? Because if you're going to be moving in, say, maybe less than 30 months, it wouldn't be as wise, correct?
Yeah, their closing costs. I was at the mall, I don't know, about a week ago, and a fireman grabbed me and said, "I'm about to retire. I've got a mortgage rate of 4.75 on a 30-year, with just 15 years remaining." I said, "You need to refinance," because he did plan to stay there. So it is critical that you plan to stay there for a period of at least 5 years and perhaps 10 years or more.
All right, now, and Stewart, there's different thoughts here. You could just go straight to a mortgage company. You could try a mortgage broker. What would you suggest is the best way to maybe shop and get the right product for what you need?
Well, I think I might start my search online. So you can just do mortgage rates online and start there and get competitive rates, and then look for a local mortgage broker. And you'll have the tools you need to find the best rates. They're all going to be pretty competitive. Some of it's going to matter based on your credit ratings and so forth. But you'll probably want to do a little bit of shopping around. With a little bit of shopping around, I think you can end up with something that is because they're literally near historic lows.
Yeah, especially with a 15-year, as you mentioned, that almost would seem the way, I would think, advisable to go that route, right? If you can afford it.
Yeah, I would think so. If you can afford it, I would definitely do the 15. I think that makes some sense.
All right. Real quickly, Stewart, I know you took a peek at futures. They were actually a little bit up this morning, right? So what do you think is going to happen today in the markets? I know it's too early to predict, but maybe your handle on what could happen and how the market's going to respond to the latest developments.
Well, first of all, the market was down about 12-13% yesterday. So it's good news to see that the markets actually, the futures at least, are actually up. They're up about 1.5% this morning. So I expect, the market's probably going to open up. I think there is so much volatility in the market that the market's going to be driven by whatever news story comes out.
Yeah.
If it's a positive news story, it'll be up. If it's a negative news story, you'll see it down.
All right. And I know yesterday on our show, you covered a lot in terms of the strategies people should take right now, particularly with their money if they're not that close to retirement. Stewart Welch from the Welch Group, always appreciate your insight, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mike.
All right. Stewart Welch joining us by